Segantian po.
Speaker, sir, when I learned about this bill, I wondered at first if it was necessary to regulate guns, explosives, and weapons through a new piece of legislation. Upon further readings and considerations, I'm convinced that we need to do so. Our environment has changed. Technology has evolved tremendously. The threat of terrorism is still high. Information on weapons and explosives can be more easily retrieved these days from the internet, particularly from the dark web. New technology such as 3D printing enables customized creations and manufactures of guns and other weapons. Updating our regulations to take into account the advance of technology is timely and a constant reminder to ourselves to keep up with changes. While we welcome and embrace the benefits of new technology such as 3D printing, we need to guard against the pitfalls it can bring. With today's technology, manufacturers could produce toy guns almost as good as functional as the real guns, which can pose a genuine threat to our life too. Hence, there is also a need to protect our people against such threats. I would like to ask the Minister, how many cases of armed crimes involving the use of fake and toy guns in the last 10 years? Security and safety must remain top priorities for our nation. We are fortunate to be able to provide a fairly secure environment for Singaporeans and residents so far. Even so, there are still cases of violence and unauthorized use of fireworks. Our tight control over guns and weapons have helped minimize the destructive impact of such events. However, we must not take things for granted. It is of the utmost importance that we continue to remain vigilant and stringent on security measures. There have been many incidents and tragedies in countries that have legalized arms possessions. We must continue to have zero tolerance towards guns and weapons, just as we do not tolerate drugs in our jurisdictions. We must continue to educate Singaporeans that such a stand has been key to our secure and safe living environment. Therefore, the deterrence penalties, in line with other relevant legislation, including capital punishment, must be upheld. We must continue to send a strong signal to all in Singapore and to others beyond our shores that we have zero tolerance for any action that could threaten our peace and security. In addition, we need to tighten the surveillance of potential influence and threats in social media. We will need the support and technical expertise of social media service providers to help us defend against perpetrators who use social media to advance their interests and promote the use of violence and weapons of mass destruction in Singapore. In this challenging digital environment, how would the Ministry use AI, artificial intelligence, to take preemptive measures and strengthen our defense against terrorism and the use of guns, explosives, and weapons? Last but not least, it is important that we continue to promote tolerance and acceptance among our multiracial, multilingual, multicultural, and multi-religious communities members. Singapore is and will be a fair and equal society for all Singaporeans with zero tolerance of extremism. Religious and racial harmony must always be our core value. I'd like to conclude with my support for the bill. Thank you.